but have been very supportive of this years and thank you. There's so much that we can do for our alma mater. So we want to use this opportunity to encourage everyone to come along, let's come together and let's do it. So we want to thank the 2006 family, everyone that has supported, those in the diaspora who couldn't make it but have been very, very supportive of this year's anniversary. Thank you so much. The project is still there and there's so much that we can do for our alma mater. So we want to use this opportunity to encourage everyone to come along. Let's come together and let's do more for Ghana and South College. My mom.
Hey, Ansako.
See you next day.
I accept to be the chairman of today's debate with faith and pray and hope that everything goes according to plan. Thank you very much for having me. For the 2006 class, I'm sure I was in Form 3 when you were in Form 1. I'm trying to recognize a lot more of the faces. And so for them, they're celebrating their 20th anniversary. Congratulations, 2006 branch, 2006 alumni. Congratulations to all of you. To our special guests, to students, G.S.T.S. We till they taught with hands and praise and serve faithfully with the might, the dear nation and make the mark. So grant us, Lord divine, whose strength and love to cherish and uphold. G.S.T.S. Great is the duty we still owe with full commitment and hard work to strive and shed not our duty. So grant us, Lord divine, hope, strength, and love to cherish and uphold. G.S.T.S. So grant us, Lord divine, hope, strength, and love to cherish and uphold. G.S.T.S.
89.7 Max FM. And definitely that's the signature tune for the Schools Connect. Welcome to today's edition of the program. Quite a special program, and we'll tell you why in a bit. The school representing today have a lovely, wonderful, historical story to tell. Imagine if your school, your alma mater, is celebrating 117 years of it being founded. They've come a long way, and there's a history to it. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us on Max 89.7 and of course on Max TV. Time check from the studios is 9:15. Today we'll be taking a trip all the way to the western region. But of course, there's a start from the greater Accra region. Once again, thank you for joining us. If you've just tuned in, 9:15 is the time. We are airborne here on Max 89.7 FM. Proud to our signature tune, as we usually do. You heard the beautiful melodious voices singing the school anthem. And that heralded us into today's discussion, today's chat with Ghana Secondary Technical School. So I will do you the honors of introducing the guests to you, and then I will tell you a little bit about the history. Of course, the gentleman and myself will talk about that. But then they have a huge program coming up. That's where the interest is. So once again, you're welcome. Thank you very much for your time this morning, and definitely we shall hear from the gentlemen representing their school in high esteem. Now today, there won't be any time for ruffle because the gentleman in front of me, if I joke, trouble. And if I tell you my age and I tell you their age when they finished school, the year they did, then you would know that today we are in for business. Once again, thank you very much. So we're talking about Ghana Secondary Technical School. In our days, we used to know it as G.S.T.S. I don't know if it's changed, but it was famously known as G.S.T.S. or Mother Tesco. Wow, that's a new one. I never knew that. It was founded on the 9th of August 1909. 1909 in Accra. Yes, it's the third oldest high school in Ghana and the oldest non-missionary institution originally created to train local artisans for the Gold Coast Public Services. It was opened on the 9th of August as the Accra Technical School at the current site of Kimbu Secondary School Technical in Accra. So you see, I told you, we're starting from Greater Accra. Then in 1910, the school was renamed the Government Technical School. Now, it gets interesting. 1914-1915, the school was temporarily closed and used by the military during World War I before reopening with 43 students. This is history. 1914-1915, just after the school was founded in 1909, they were involved in military activity. Not them, but school was borrowed for that. Oh, you were?
Yes.
Hey, there's a story. It will be coming up soon. But in 1939, it was relocated to its permanent site in Takoradi on the west coast of Ghana to make way for harbour and regional development. 1940 to 1941, it moved briefly to Elmina Castle to accommodate the British Royal Air Force and then closed temporarily due to World War II. Okay, so at this stage, let me be a little bit sarcastic. So why wasn't the school named World War Secondary School? Involved in World War I, involved in World War II. Anyway, that's good to know. 1947, it reopened permanently on its current site in Takoradi. All right, that's some history, rich history for you. But I'm sure that the gentlemen will be eager to tell us a lot more about that, because they were born and bred in quotes at G.S.T.S. And so again, thank you very much for your time. We are going straight to the top of the hour. We'll do our break and then we will continue with the gentlemen till we hit 11. Thank you once again, gentlemen. Now I cross over to the other side of the studio where they are seated, and they will do a quick introduction of themselves, and then we will get into remembering the good old days. I'll start on the left.
So I am thank you, Prince, and
yes,
good morning to all your listeners.
Good morning.
And of course to our fellow giants out there, both in Ghana and abroad.
Yeah,
I am G.S.T.S. I am the president of the association, and I led G.S.T.S in 1993, and was in IE House, and I think for now that should do it.
all right. 1993. Hey, where was I, Charlie? Yeah, anyway, it's good to have you in the studio, G.S.T.S, GAA president. So the GAA is
G.S.T.S Alumni Association.
okay, so the G for G.S.T.S. Okay, all right. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for having us here.
You are welcome.
And good morning to our viewers, listeners, and all. My name is George Otu. I passed through G.S.T.S from 1969 to 1974.
Wow.
I was also in IE House.
1969 to 1974, you said?
Yeah.
The good old days, I believe. The good old days. All right, so we are going to be hearing different versions of when I was in school and how it was, just briefly, and then we'll zoom or dovetail into why the gentlemen are here. Of course, once we bring you here in the studio, it's all about celebration. It's all about telling us the good old days, the stories, and of course, what the school has stood for over the years. So, Mr. Tay, I'll probably start with you.
So we refer to ourselves as giants.
As giants.
So Giant Tay.
Hey, giant. It's got nothing to do with body size.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So once you go through the school and you are done, you are a giant.
In fact, the moment you enter the school, you are a giant. The day you receive your admission letter,
yes,
you're already a giant.
You're already a giant.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a reason why giant?
So back in the day, G.S.T.S usually have to enter houses. The smallest of the members of each house are brought together under a fun, game, where those smallest of, and I'm talking about very tiny, yes, are rather brought together under a race called the giant race.
Okay.
And whoever won that race obviously is the winner, and given those accolades. So
okay.
And that is only to signify that despite your size or your disposition, once you enter G.S.T.S, your potential to be a giant in life is very high. So that is why we are giants.
I see. So even the smallest, you get post.
Exactly.
All right, that would be nice. That would be interesting to know. But one of the main reasons, in fact, the main reason why we are hosting G.S.T.S today is that there's something good in the pipeline.
Yeah.
And they would love to let the whole world know It's not been an easy journey, but if you have a school celebrating 117 years of being founded, then it means that it has a lot of weight. It has proven its mettle, it has met its target, it has produced some wonderful brains in this country. And obviously, if you have a school like that, you would want to celebrate and celebrate it every other year or every opportunity that you get. So G.S.T.S are here today because 117 years ago, G.S.T.S was given birth to, let me put it that way. And so we will run through some of those exciting, memories, etc., etc., and then why the excitement around the founding, the Founders Day. We will also take a look at the highlights of the program drawn up and coming up, the gentlemen that will be part of this program, and of course the attachments there are to it. But tell me, let me get the name again. Otu, right?
Giant Otu.
Okay. How was it like in your time? I mean, you finished, you went through till 74. How was it in those early times? Those early times, early in relation to others. Yes.
Thank you, Prince.
Yes, sir.
He told you a story about giant race. I won that race in 1970.
Hallelujah. We have a winner in the house. Oh, really?
Yes.
You were tiny?
When you talk about tiny or small guys, you're looking at boys the age of 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
So you could imagine that. In those days, today you say BEC.
Yes.
In those days, you sit the common entrance.
Exactly.
And then you step into a secondary
school.
You have boys of that age because as early as primary 6, you could take the common entrance examination.
Exactly.
Then you step into secondary school. So the ages of 11, 12, 13 was very common across board.
It was.
Yeah. And you said a bit of history. Changing names from Accra Technical School, Government Technical School, to Government Secondary Technical School. When I entered in 1969, it was Government Secondary Technical School.
Oh, Government Secondary Technical
School.
Okay.
2 years down the line, there was this name change again. But G.S.T.S was so dear, we didn't want to miss that G in the beginning. So they had no choice but to do it Ghana Secondary
Technical.
So I will tell you, I went to 2 schools on the same company.
How was that feeling? Being in one school and then you changed to another school, but you're on the same campus.
Still there. And in those days, it was basically a science and technical school, nothing else.
Okay.
You step in there, you're doing sciences and technical subjects.
Okay.
So, anyone who stepped out of the place skewed to those lines, being a science-oriented. So you have most of graduates from the school going to the polytechnics. Those days we had Ghana Nautical College.
Yes.
Today is Maritime University.
Exactly.
The KNUST, School of Mines, what you call UMAT today.
UMAT.
And then the military.
Okay.
Basically, these were the places anybody steps out. This is where you find graduates from Ghana or Government Secondary Technical School.
I see.
So we had that science and technical background. So you see us all over in these engineering institutions.
Now I understand. Now I understand.
So in education, in administration, no. It's only lately that we are doing arts, general arts, and so you have lawyers coming in, accountants, priests, and all that.
I see.
But from the word go, it was basically
solely
science
and purely
technical school.
science and technical.
Yes.
Okay.
And from the history you said from the beginning, it was established to produce people for industry, hence the background.
Okay. Okay. So the thought behind the school, as you have explained, is more of creating opportunity for the young ones who are stepping out of primary school to get an educational institution where the sciences and the technical abilities will be honed, as it were. Wow, I see. So for how long? Okay, so when did the school incorporate, the arts side of the curriculum?
That should be,
As you say, we had this headmaster who came in whilst I was stepping out. He came in, I think, 73, 74. I stepped out in 74.
Okay.
And for some reason, he introduced subjects like economics, He didn't understand why you come in there, you only do sciences and that's it. So he added the art subjects, and so I would say it's all started around 74, 75.
Okay.
That was when the art subjects came in.
Okay. I'm privileged to know that in 1953, the school, as you rightly said earlier on, was renamed Government Secondary Technical School after a major curriculum overhaul, added grammar and academic science subjects along technical courses. Okay, in 1958, the school was blessed to have Mr. J.W.L. Mills as its first African headmaster of the school. And then in 1961, the sixth form, that is the A-level education, was successfully also introduced. And then in 1970, the school officially adopted its present name, the Ghana Senior Technical School, with its alumni known as the Giants. There's rich history in that school. I'm telling you, please, is there any others I have not mentioned? Please let us know how proud you are of your school.
Point of correction.
Sure.
You added senior. We are very, very, very proud of our G.S.T.S. We don't want anything else.
No senior man.
No senior man.
and nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I told you, it was a specialized
exactly
school.
Yeah.
That was what the British established it for.
Oh.
So if they had to follow the trend, it should be science and technical, nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay.
So we are very, very, very proud of the G.S.T.S. thing.
And you want it to
We don't want anybody to take it away from us.
Okay, so it is Ghana Secondary Technical School, period.
That's it.
We don't want no high schools, no, senior high, no. It will spoil our G.S.T.S. for us. Leave our G.S.T.S. for us.
Thank you.
Okay. Appeal well made. Thank you very much. But obviously, the school has hit a few milestones. The school has chalked a few successes. For the benefit of those who may want to know, if you can touch on a few of them. What are you noted for? What was your prowess? Science, maths, sports, whatever. Share with us some of those good old days, with those good old memories. Any of you? We can have generation 1, generation 2.
So, one of the things we're known for is especially in engineering.
Engineering.
Yes,
That's
many
nice.
of our alumni are engineers, and it's not surprising because of the establishment of the school and the need to train the manpower at the time to assist the colonials run and establish industries around the country.
Okay.
In fact, our experiences in engineering and so on assisted in the war efforts of the First World War and the Second World War. And it's a big part of our history. One of the reasons why we also have the first school cadet in Ghana, established in September 1954. So we always say that our cadet is even much older than the Ghana Armed Forces. And interestingly, many of our alumni have become brigadier generals of the Army of the North and South, CDSs, and so on. And we are very proud of them.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why the Founders Day is also being celebrated is also to memorialize and remember many of the sacrifices these giants made for the peace we enjoy today. So we say that for our today, they sacrificed their tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And so it's a very solemn program that we will be celebrating in the school.
Okay.
I mean, we want to talk about, we don't want to brag, but for so many years,
please brag.
We always, led, won the inter-colleges competitions.
Yep.
Many of our stars have supported Ghana in various ways, from the infos to the Andams and so on. I mean, there's so much that we've given to the country.
Wow.
In terms of science, technology and so on, I think G.S.T.S probably has a very interesting record in one of our distinguished alumni who will be recognized on the 8th of August.
Okay.
Where this giant and 3 first degrees and a master's degree all in 4 years at MIT. And that's a very interesting feat. I don't think that there's, I'm not too sure, but I doubt there's anybody
let's use it to brag. Let's use it to brag.
So, I mean, we have always been taught hard work, perseverance, thoughtfulness, and so on, and we are very focused.
Okay.
Applying our mind and hands. So what we know, what we are taught, to actually doing practical work.
Yeah.
And this is why G.S.T.S was established, that whereas in those early days, many of the schools had been established as grammar schools, G.S.T.S was set up more specifically to get things done.
Okay.
And we continue to get things done.
You continue.
The good thing about our system of education today is that when we heard about STEM, we have always been a STEM school.
You had STEM
everybody
you had STEM already.
So everybody in G.S.T.S or who has ever gone through G.S.T.S read science, did serious technical work as well. So we cut across all spheres, and you will see us in many different industries, but more particularly in engineering, medicine, the military, architecture, and so on. So that's just a bit about
it. Now it's interesting, you've dovetailed into the Founders Day activities and program, and we'll be touching on that. But is there a reason, or your association with the military, was it in any way linked to your association to the First and Second World Wars?
So we presented the technical expertise to assist the colonial armies, and then that was in the First World War, and in the Second World War, our school was commandeered to aid the war effort, where our workshops and our personnel, students with a technical competence and so on, and teachers were involved with the assembly of airplanes, fighter jets, and things like that, and making and supporting with fabrication of parts and things like that. So one of the key reasons why we found ourselves in the war was that we presented a technical competence that supported the army, and so that is why we got into the war. So teachers and students of G.S.T.S. in the First World War and the Second World War, we participated very, very actively. In fact, we are aware that a couple of them, unfortunately, lost their lives in the North Africa when they joined the war. And we are still, these matters are quite old. We're still pulling a lot of the information together. And in good time, we will bring it out for everybody.
I can tell you for a fact that I would love to hear these stories and to fully understand the relevance, because, in these days, yes, but back in the day, I'm sure internet, etc., was not that rampant. We couldn't save some of these things so that the future generation would come to accept some of these stories. So most of the time, it is what we hear people say.
Exactly.
Once we get that authenticity, then it gives a lot of strength to the claim or to the point that this is what we did within this year and this time, and this is what we achieved. So I think that it will be laudable if it's put together, and then we would all know as we go along. But Founders Day and its significance. Okay, so what's the theme for this year's celebration? And is there any relevance to maybe the future generation, the current generation? What is it like?
So this year's Founders Day will be celebrated a day before the actual day.
Okay.
And we always find the closest weekend to the founding of the school to celebrate the occasion. It will be held in the school at Takrady, and we will all, march down there. In our case, we celebrate our founding and establishment independent of the homecomings and so on.
Okay.
So our homecoming will be in December, from, in fact, latter part, 30th November to the 6th of December. That will also be in Takrady.
All right.
The theme for the occasion will be, I'll give you the theme in a bit.
All right, no problem.
But it has to do with developing leaders.
Sure.
Developing resilient leaders through science, technology, and character.
Okay.
And one of the reasons why this theme was chosen for this year is that we are embarking very deliberately on what we call a STEM quest. So we are making technology, let me call it reactivating technology as part of education in G.S.T.S. But in that space, we're also being deliberate to remind students and, of course, alumni, parents, and so on, that these are not achievable without very good character. So the association of leadership with science and technology and the development of the person is very important.
Very key.
In the program, we hope that in the course of the program, we hope that students imbibe this information well, better understand why it is important to study and study more effectively.
Okay.
And while we introduce and reactivate education in G.S.T.S with many of our digital instruments today in the school, we want to make sure that this is done and done very effectively.
Yeah, I see. I mean, that is laudable. And I'd like to find out, so as you come from the elder generation, let me see, when you sit back and some of these ideas are put together and it's to the benefit of your alma mater, how does it feel?
Well, Prince, it will interest you to know that today schools are doing robotics all over the place. The man who introduced it, who brought it down, is a G.S.T.S old boy.
Really?
He works with NASA.
Yeah.
The robotic arm that goes on the moon, wherever, drops the cargo here and there. He's the lead man in that laboratory. His name is Dr. Trebi Ashite.
Of the class of 1983.
Class of 1983?
Yes, G.S.T.S.
So when we are talking about science, background science and technical, it's not just talk. All the way to NASA.
You walk
we are
the
there.
talk. Yes.
Yes. And the school's motto is Mente e Manu. Using your hands and your brain.
Wow.
That is the background. It was a specialized school. I told you, we are proud of that. It's a specialized. Today it's been diluted, if I may put it that way. It was a specialized school.
So it's actually a Ghanaian brain that brought this.
You may Google it now. Dr. Trebi Ashite. Google it.
Dr. Trebi Ashite. This is information and education for those of us who did not know this. And we must be proud of who we are and what we can achieve. And I'm sure it's one of the boastful areas the giants will always hold in high esteem. I see. So which means that all this novelty, when you sit back and you relax, it looks like you have already touched base with it already.
Exactly.
But it's now being, firmed up and put together, packaged in such a way that our generation and the generation after us can also accept, adapt to it. But this is good to know. Wow. How active is he as an old boy?
He's very active.
Let me ask. Yeah,
he's very active, especially in his year group. Okay. The class of 83, 85 is extremely active over there. And in fact, when we talk about the introduction of robotics to Ghana, he did that, today when you hear people say they are going for robotics competitions abroad and so on, it was through
the brain behind
Giant Olenu. And so, you may recall that sometime in 2015 or 16 thereabouts, G.S.T.S sent a team to Michigan to compete on behalf of Ghana. Okay. We did quite well in that competition, and it was substantially, one of the key brains behind that. Of course, with the major support of another giant, Giant Henry Kweku Buafo. He's of the class of 82, an architect, but also very, very well interested in robotics. So he carried the team along to Michigan. And so this is something that we do on a normal day. For us, it is, to be honest with you, we do not see these things as opportunities to brag, because it's just part of us.
Natural.
Yeah, it just comes naturally.
I see.
Yeah.
Quick.
All right. Let me hold your horses there.
Right.
I've got an important phone call coming in. I'll need to pick the phone call and then we continue. Hello and welcome to the program Schools Connect on Max TV and Max FM 89.7. May I know who is on the line?
Good morning. This is Tete Abekwe from the class of 1989, G.S.T.S. I'm the immediate past president, and I live in the U.S., so it's a little bit early here, but
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, sorry to have caught you very early. I hope that yesterday wasn't. I hope yesterday wasn't too. Yeah. Okay. So, Prof, tell us. I'm here with some of the giants. Let me be correct in my selection of words. I'm here with some of the giants in the studio, and they are telling us, first of all, we've run through the history of the school, your association with the war. We've just spoke about robotics, and then you've just come online, and many other things that G.S.T.S is very proud of. For you, first of all, being a president before, how does it feel like sitting at that apex of your alma mater?
How does it feel like doing what?
How does it feel like being at the apex, at the top of your alma mater? You have been a president before, so obviously you must be very proud.
Yes. It has been an honor to be asked to serve an association as big as G.S.T.S Alumni Association. As you can see, we have a lot of very accomplished giants, so to be asked to lead was an honor. And we did what we can do.
Sure.
And the ball, we've passed the ball on, and Giante and I know the younger ones would move it forward. So yeah, we are there obviously to assist them. It was an honor to be asked to lead this association for the last 4 years. Yeah.
I see. Okay. But obviously, I'm sure that yourself and other giants have, I'm sure on your chest you have a collective responsibility to give back to the school.
Definitely, yes. Yes.
I see.
Yes,
okay.
Will you be?
Sorry, please carry on.
No, yes, we have, as you said, we have a collective responsibility to the younger generation, make sure that they also achieve their full potential. So that's why we get up every day and try to do something at the school. Yeah.
Charlie, we are proud. We are proud of the achievements. Those we know and those we don't. We are yet to know because the story is still ongoing. But will we be seeing you make an appearance at the Founders celebrations?
Unfortunately, I will not be able to. I teach. I'm a professor, and I'm teaching a summer class. So unfortunately, I will not be able to make it for this but hopefully homecoming. For the past 4 years, I tried to come to Ghana for 2 days and then go back. God willing, in November I'll be there for homecoming.
Sure. But I'm sure that your colleagues have also touched base with you. I'm sure you're well aware of the idea, the project for the founders, and those that they want to generate.
Our immediate past presidents are always members of the executive committee, so
We are part of the executive.
Exactly.
So you are not left out of anything.
No.
You are not left out of
I
anything.
know everything that takes place. All the time. Yes.
I see. Well, it's nice to know all the nice things we are getting to know about G.S.T.S, the kind of personalities, and I'm sure other names will also come up. I just want to say that we doff our hats for you for what you have been able to do and what you are continuing to do, because the past Students Association almost always sets the example for the current generation so the future can learn. So if all of you are putting that effort together collectively, and it doesn't really depend on whether you're in Ghana or whether you're in the US or wherever, but you all stay in touch, you all play your role, you all contribute, and you share the ideas. I think that is good enough, and we should be using the G.S.T.S alumni, that's the giants, as a perfect example for the others who may not have caught on to also follow suit. Maybe not the same example that you have set, but they can also generate their ideas around it. So we know that you are busy, like you said, summer school, etc., and I understand all that. So we won't take much of your time, but we just wanted you to...
Yes.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yeah, can I add something? I was listening earlier to some of the questions about the history of the school, and I just wanted to add that one of the things that I don't think a lot of people kind of recognize about what G.S.T.S has done for Ghana. Like you said, or was mentioned earlier on, the school was set up specifically, at least by the colonial masters, to train people to man the technical side of the development that they were doing. That didn't end in 1909, or it has continued even up to today. And we see a lot of that in the early development of Ghana. If you look at the industries, right, that came along, like the Temahabo, the Ghana Publishing, Ghana Broadcasting, all those early places where technical hands were needed. One of the things that we are finding, looking into our history, is that almost all those institutions were established by
Hello? Ooh. Hello, are you there? Prof?
Remember, the school's name was Government Secondary Technical School. It was to train technical people for the government institutions. So almost, I argue that Ghana would not have been Ghana without G.S.T.S.
True.
Almost all the early industries, whether it's Temahabo, Ghana Airways, GBC, all of those people, if you look at their history, you find that the people who were sent there to establish these institutions were giants, right?
Yeah.
And then you can also come to places like KNUST, right? KNUST, the first group of professors who were there, those who established the workshops at KNUST, the engineering departments, a lot of giants were sent there. Almost all the secondary technical, so I'm talking about the older ones like Phobia Sectech, Obwasi Sectech, they took giants to go and start those places. Kwame Nkrumah wanted to replicate secondary technical schools all across the country, like we are doing now with the STEM. But he started with G.S.T.S, teachers and students, send them there, and then we started. So if there's something to be proud of, I always say that G.S.T.S is possibly responsible for where we are technologically and scientifically as a country. We see the same thing in the military, right? When the Ghana Navy and the Ghana Air Force was started, let's put the Ghana Army aside, where we had the same, but the Ghana Navy and the Ghana Air Force, they are much more younger branches of the armed forces. They needed technical guys, right? For planes and ships, you needed people with technical abilities and the thing. So again, where did they go to? The first recruitment or one of the early recruitments, they went to G.S.T.S. So it's not surprising, for example, that G.S.T.S alone has produced 5 chiefs of naval staff, right?
Wow.
And going on. So that's one of the things that I wanted to let listeners know.
Sure.
That about G.S.T.S. And as a country, I think it's important that we recognize that. I know we want to do STEM across the country, but it's also important to make sure that the old institutions that are going to supply these new schools with teachers and stuff are taken good care of, so that the pipeline continues. So that's one of the things that I wanted to chip in. Yeah.
Prof, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed with that. Like I was telling you earlier on, so far we've listened to the giants in the studio. They've told us magnificent things. Half of them we never knew, and I'm sure they are as modest as you are, because they tell me that they don't want to brag. Because if we give you if we give you about an hour, you will brag the whole day, I know. But for the little that they have shared and you have added, we are very grateful and would like to say thank you very much for your time. We would have loved to have seen you during the Founders, but as you said, November is just around the corner. We definitely will touch base with you when you come for the homecoming. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you too.
Okay. So, giant Professor Tete Abekwe. He's a prof, he's a doc, he's also a giant. We are grateful for his time. He has played his role, continuing to play his role, of course, one of the past presidents, and we are good and happy and glad to know that you touch base with all the giants as it goes through. We will do a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up with our chat on the Founders Day. There are other areas I would like us to, take the giants will take us through in terms of the awards, because I understand it's a special criteria that they will be using among others. We will do this when we come back from the break. Do stay with us. This is Max 89.7 FM.
Big news! Fala Friday is here at Max Buy, and you can save big. On Friday, 31st of July, you'll get up to 50% discount on amazing products like TV, air condition, fridges, stand oven, phones, and many more products that we sell right here at Max Buy. If you are planning to upgrade your home or get a new gadget, then this is the time. Fala Friday is here. You can go to any Max Buy shop as displayed on your screen. You can also call us on 0544 019 552. Also buy online www.maxbuy.com.gh. Fala Friday is here, and you can get everything Fala.
Novella charts. Listen, you know, pass them everywhere. The Max TV telenovelas. Nami D any Akofatoko, aka Sensational
Novella Chat at 1 p.m. every Sunday only on Max TV. Ghana Senior. I will definitely take that again before I am told to kneel down. Ghana Senior. Hey, I'm in trouble today. Okay, I understand what was happening. It is not senior. There's nothing senior about the school. I've been warned and I've been given a strict warning. I will not make that mistake again. Pardon me for that. But Ghana's Secondary Technical School, the Giants, are in the house today, and they are proud to be celebrating 117 years of their founding of the school. Major program coming up involving major personalities who have chalked major successes, and we are going to make the next couple of minutes a major topic discussion as we go through. One of the interesting items they have on their program is the Distinguished Alumni Lecture and Awards. Distinguished Alumni Lecture and Awards. We'll be finding out from the gentleman what this is all about, who's involved in it in terms of personalities delivering at the lecture, what participants should expect from the presentation. We will also take a look at the principal award categories and the contributions that are being recognized. Don't forget, it is all about encompassing not only students but teachers, staff, volunteers, young alumni year groups, and the importance. So we'll get back into the talking mode, and thank you very much for sticking and staying with us. So gentlemen, let's continue with our chat. And by the way, I still have Giant Kwejote in the studio. I also have Giant George Otu in the studios as well. We'll be opening the phone lines as we go through, so you have any questions, contributions, suggestions, make them ready. Once I announce the phone line, we are good to go. So gentlemen, walk us through this Distinguished Alumni Lecture and Awards.
Okay, thank you so much, Prince.
Yes, sir.
From as early as the 1920s, when the Alumni Association was set up, we have always thought about ways to recognize many of our giants, especially those of them who served the school in various ways. And when I say giants, I'm not talking about only old boys, but also teachers. Our school has basically run on its teachers and the alumni. And even though thoughts about the establishment of the school began way back in the late 19th century, it's substantially being held up by the school.
Okay.
The thoughts around the Distinguished Alumni Lecture and Awards began about 5 years ago with Professor G.W.K. Insepo of KNUST, who had been putting together some write-ups about establishing this.
Okay.
It became very important to him, and of course, it was able to get the entire alumni association behind this conversation. And so the maiden edition of the lecture and awards began last year at the 116th founding of the school. And the awardees for that lecture the lecture was held in honor of Professor Kumaple, Professor Andam, and Dr. K.Y. Amwako. This year, the lecture is being held in honor of Giants Francis Wulan Tui of the class of 54, Giant Commodore Steve Obimpe of the class of 61, Giant Seth Ahiapo of the class of 69, and Giant Yao Yeboah, Professor Yao Yeboah of the class of 69 as well.
Okay.
So we go through a process where there are so many giants out there.
Yeah.
So many of them have given so much to the school and to society. This award is not being given only on the basis of being a giant, but also the contributions one has made to society. You may know of the TUI manufacturing company.
Okay.
Any child in Ghana, probably between the 60s, right, or let me say 70s to maybe 2000, right, would have probably been taught with a chalk manufactured by Giant TUI. So his company manufactured chalk for the entire country. And in the early days, when Tema Oil Refinery was being set up, he came in from the UK to support the establishment of TOR as one of its chemical engineers. And then obviously you may know Giant Obimpe, a former Minister of State and parliamentarian, and Minister of Health and Agric, and so on, a very active, alumni of the school as well. We see him virtually every year during our homecomings and so on. And for his commitment to the country, contributions to the development of the nation, is also being recognized under this award scheme. For us, it is one of the highest awards that the Alumni Association can confer on any alumni. And in addition, Giant Seth Ahiapo, a very well experienced engineer, civil engineer in retirement, has also contributed very significantly to many projects, especially in the US. And for the Alumni Association, he's been the backbone of all the infrastructure developments and maintenance projects and so on that the Alumni Association is embarking on. A pillar really of many projects that we've done over so many years. And even in retirement, he is very, very astute, monitoring everything that we do.
Wow.
And for his contributions, he's also been recognized under this award. Then the last person, in honor of whom this lecture and awards are being held, is Giant Professor Yao Yeboah. He is the guy I mentioned earlier. 4 degrees in 4 years. Has taught in so many universities out there, and supports the KNUST Department of Engineering. He's a chemical engineer as well, and a very, very active member as well of the Alumni Association. He's the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the North American chapter, and then also the chairman of our fundraising committee, and so on. But For these 4 distinguished alumni, their selection also dovetails into the theme of the celebration, which is that G.S.T.S at 117, developing resilient leaders through science, technology, and character.
Wow.
Among these 4, they have exhibited significant quality of the highest standards of character. And for us, that is even more important than anything else. Because by the content of your character, you can either shape society or destroy it.
Yeah.
And I think that when the committee met, and of course, Giants are given the opportunity to nominate. So Giants nominated, eligible candidates, and the committee, after its review, shortlisted these 4.
Okay.
And for Giant Tui, he is receiving this posthumously. He passed away sometime, I think 2001, or is it 2021? One of them.
Yeah.
Has escaped me. 2021, I think. Yes, 2021. Yeah. So that is a very, sincerely, a very important aspect of the program. And for us, when we hold these programs, it is also intended to inspire the young ones in school to want to aspire to become people like the Giant Tuis, the Giant Obimpes, the Giant Anyapos, and the Giant Yaoyeboas. And so this is a key reason and a key component of the program to be held next Saturday in the school.
Okay.
Additionally, the Founders Day is intended to also celebrate our fallen heroes, our forebearers, all the men and women who sacrificed, made time, thought through the establishment of the school. For us, it is also very important. Some people have asked me in the past, Jante, who are the people who founded the school? The establishment of the school was not by a few people. It was by a number of people.
Okay.
I mean, if you consider the fact that even the decision included the British Parliament, it tells you that, a lot of thinking went into the school. I've told people that the establishment of G.S.T.S did not begin under the auspices of a church through a nursery, which becomes a kindergarten, grows up through a primary school, and eventually matures into a high school. Ours was by establishment, that this institution will be a high school, and from day one we have been, what it was established to do.
Yeah.
So in that framework, we are focused on also recognizing all these people who sacrificed to do this for us. So for the program on Saturday, and let me quickly run through it.
Yeah, sure.
It will begin with a memorial parade, and under the memorial parade, we will see the school's cadets, of course, hoisting the flags and so on. We will hear the last posts being sounded by the burglar, and then wreaths will be laid in honor of the founders, the alumni, and of course the school. Once this is done, we will enter the auditorium of the school for the lecture, which will be given by Brigadier General Samuel Essien.
Okay.
Pardon? Major General, sorry.
Okay.
Major General Matthew Essien.
Okay.
Senior, I knew that already. So
Is in order.
Major General Matthew Essien of the class of 84,
Sure.
86, He will give the keynote address, and the event, of course, will be chaired by Professor Anthony Simmons, formerly of the, in fact, he's still there, UMAT, Pro Vice Chancellor, former Pro Vice Chancellor of UMAT. And they are actually mates. And it's well suited because, in a way, both of them are also celebrating the 40th anniversary of the completion of their A-levels. And so I think it works perfectly for the program.
It suits it.
In the course of the event, we will see students giving us a cultural display to honor the awardees. They will also do some poetry recitals and some appellations. There will be songs from the choir, the regimental band, and so on. And then there is another group, an entirely separate group from the Distinguished Alumni Awardees, who will also be awarded.
Okay.
And this category includes those who will be taking awards for leadership, those for generous donors.
Okay.
So for leadership award, there will be those for a donor appreciation, a volunteer appreciation, the alumni sports awards, and for this giant Augustine Ahimfo will be picking up one of the awards.
Wow.
In addition to Giant Akoto.
Wow.
And then we have for Young Alumni Award, Michael Buafo of Dope Nation. He will also be picking an award in that category.
Nice.
And then also we have Giant Botio, Ghana's 100 meter, one of Ghana's 100 meter sprinters.
Sprinters, yeah.
Yes. He will also be picking an award.
Nice.
You see, I told you we don't need to brag. In the recent Commonwealth held in Glasgow, yes, he ran for Ghana. You know, of course, didn't go as we had hoped.
Sure,
but,
sure.
You know,
At least he represented.
He
represented.
And then we will be giving some awards to two of our retired teachers. One who served the school for almost 40 years. In fact, he has been involved with the school for over 40 years, from being a student all the way through to becoming the school's first alumni headmaster of the school. So Giant TK Mensah will be picking that award. And then one of our also long-serving teachers, Mr. Frederick Ofori.
Okay.
He taught us maths. He was popularly known as Vim. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, I think.
Okay.
And so he will also be receiving a posthumous award, and the family will be there to pick up the award. And then we will be recognizing some of our teachers, people who have done things that, from the perspective of the Alumni Association, we see them as very, key to the development of our boys in the school. And when we say our boys, we own the boys in the school, because eventually they're going to become the giants that we currently are and are sitting here.
Okay.
Yes. So after that, we will also recognize the chapter of the year, and that for this year is the North American chapter.
Okay.
The chapter has renovated the entire dining hall from its roof all the way to the last drop of water that's flowing in that building.
Nice.
And they spent over $120,000 doing that. And so the chapter is being recognized for its efforts. And we hope through these awards to also encourage other chapters to do same. Accra chapter has done its part in the past. The Takoradi chapter, Kumasi chapter, there are so many chapters, the UK and Europe chapter, Takwa chapter, Obuasi chapter, Pristia. We have chapters all the way all over the country and across the globe. So for the North American chapter to win this award is very significant. Additionally, we have Year Groups of the Year award, and this year was very, very keenly contested. We could not settle on one year group. So for this year, there are 3 year groups that are being recognized.
Okay.
G.S.T.S class of 1975 are being recognized for their support and leadership during last year's anniversary. They renovated a number of classrooms. In addition to that, supported the anniversary and led quite effectively during the anniversary. So they held the Grand Marshal role for last year, and they did it very, very well. So they are being recognized for that. Then the class of 1985. This class also renovated 4 classrooms. And this class is a very interesting class. In fact, I've been in a way co-opted. I'm a co-opted member of the class. This class, every year, despite the fact that they may not be part of the sponsoring year group committee, every year they find a way of supporting the school. Every year. And they've been doing this very diligently, over so many years. And so in addition to that, and they also recently, at the last homecoming, established a pickleball, team in the school by donating the equipment and so on. And we really sincerely are very appreciative of all the support that they provide the Alumni Association and the school. Wow. So for that, they are also being recognized. Then another exciting class, the class of 1990.
Yeah.
This class, perhaps across the period of the mid-80s to maybe the mid-90s, probably held the most returned G.S.T.S old boys back to 6th form in the school. Okay. I think probably they did about 80% of the 6th form class. And G.S.T.S 6th form class is a very highly competitive class.
Yeah.
We have students from all over the country entering G.S.T.S 6th form science class to do physics, chemistry, with an option of either maths or biology. Okay. And so for them to have returned in that number against the rest of the country.
That's
I mean, we always had people from Infantsperm, Chimota, Pukuwari, Prempe, and so on joining the G.S.T.S class to, compete against the best. And so for them to do about 80% of that was a very significant thing to, notice. Additionally, a very involved class with the Alumni Association, very active. They play roles across the global executive committee to ad hoc committees. They are everywhere. In fact, if you are not careful, you might probably consider them, in quotes, a disease. A very good disease.
They are too much.
They are too much, They are all over, the Alumni Association. And it's a very good thing to have. When you see alumni members heavily involved with activities of the association, even including the school board, you find, members of 1990 over there. And so it's a very beautiful thing to see. Additionally, they supported the renovation of 4 classrooms and have already made a down payment to begin the renovation and construction of a maintenance unit stroke alumni secretariat, new one that's to be built within the school. And so last year, another thing that they did, and like I keep saying, they're like a disease everywhere, very good situation. And I think they showed up in the most numbers at the homecoming. Most numbers of the sponsoring year group class or committee at the homecoming. And they're fantastic guys. So they are also being recognized, you know, under this award. So we're very grateful to all the awardees, first of all, that they have accepted to receive the award. You know, it is not to be taken for granted that when someone is, you want to give an award to somebody, right? You want to recognize them. But the honor to receive the award is equally more important.
That's true.
You could make an award available to someone and they do not even show up to pick it up. And so we are sincerely very grateful to all of them for even considering to receive these awards.
That's fine.
And we hope that through this, you know, activity, we're able to inspire many year groups and chapters to want to do better. And then another reason why it's being done in the school is to inspire the students, the teachers, and even members of the alumni community. So these are, towards the end of the event, awardees and members of the alumni community and a few others, school management, of course, we will hold a little reception after the program, and we will call it done. And then we come back in December for the party.
For the homecoming. That's the most important thing. But it's interesting. I've listened to the outline of the program, and I mean, this is laudable. We've had past year groups joining us here in the studio to talk about upcoming programs, events, and I've not heard anything as elaborate as this. And I'm sure that it might probably be a cue for others to also take the next step in that direction. It is almost always important to give back, show appreciation, gratitude, and that is very important. In fact, it is one of the tenets that one has to grow with, but unfortunately it's not all of us who really appreciate the thought of appreciating someone, you know, showing the gratitude for something done or something said, etc., etc. I also listened to the lineup where you would have the wreath laying, etc. But the cadets won't perform.
The cadets will be there. So the cadets are, let me call them the hosts.
Okay.
So they are hosting a memorial parade.
Okay.
And so we will have, you know, we have the three arms of the cadets in our school. I keep telling you, we don't like to brag, but unfortunately through conversation
you have to brag.
Some of them have to come out. So we have the three arms of the cadet, where we have the Navy, the Army, and the Air Force.
Okay.
So they will all show up in form and also hoist the flags. We will have the burglar or the regimental band give us the last post, and then of course the requiem and reveal, and then also we will lay the wreath, you know, to recognize and honor all of these categories of people, the founders, the alumni, and then the school. And these are very important things for us, and we hold them very dear. Any society or community of people that does not honor its heroes is not worth serving. And it is important to us that the current students in the school see us perform these ceremonies to understand that this nation needs them. You know, in recent years, many of our systems have been whittled down to a level where there's significant apathy towards the nation. There's a lot of individualism and so on. I mean, back in the day, if Kofi and Kwame were misbehaving, it fell on community to discipline Kofi and Amma and so on.
Yeah.
It was not the sole responsibility of only their parents.
The parents.
We have university students, who are not able to talk or speak truth to power when there are issues that concern them, and so on. And all of these are a result of, our current disposition, where we become very individualistic. People are not able to build consensus around issues that concern community and so on. People see things go bad, but nobody talks because everybody is expecting authority or offices to act. But it affects everything we do.
It does.
Affects all of us.
It does.
And we are all equally responsible for, our sustenance. And so we want to ensure that through these things, students understand patriotism, they understand collective responsibility, they understand that while one should not look to recognition and immediate gratification, eventually, by the content of your character and commitment to society, one day you will be noticed. And it's been one of the reasons why we keep recalling many of our fallen giants for posthumous awards. Because to us, while we may not know exactly what many of them did in the past, we are equally appreciative of what they've done, and we will continue to seek them out and recognize them progressively. It's very important today.
I couldn't agree with you more.
My senior year giant O2 will be receiving a leadership award as well. He served the Alumni Association as its president for almost 14 years. And
14?
Exactly. Since our establishment in the 1920s, of course, similar to the school's name, having gone through some changes, the alumni has also gone through some changes. The last association was G.S.T.S Old Boys Association. Now we are G.S.T.S Alumni Association. Key reason was for the change was that we've now had about 5 ladies who have ever attended G.S.T.S. Otherwise, G.S.T.S was a purely boys' school. So he held, I'll call it the fort for almost 14 years between 2001 and 2015, thereabouts. And in that period, I would say that there was significant growth in the school, the involvement of the Alumni Association, and our particular involvement with members of the association and so on. And since then, we have progressively enjoyed TUI and many of the people, if we have to talk about it, we will not end this program today.
I know.
And they've done a lot for the school and the association. And we will also continue to build on their work.
It is imperative that you continue because others started, you came to hold the fort, others would also have to take the mantle or the baton from you and then continue.
Absolutely.
So, Giant Otu, how proud are you?
Prince.
Yes, sir.
Next time you drive by Circle, turn your eye towards the telecom yard.
Okay.
That tall mast sitting there was supervised by Anthony Wood. He was my mate.
Okay.
We sat in the same classroom for 5 years.
Okay.
He was the engineer on site to construct that tall.
That's the
mast.
PNT.
The mast.
The mast on
that tall mast sitting there.
Wow.
Circle. So anytime you turn around and see that, it's G.S.T.S for you.
It's G.S.T.S for you.
That was Tony Wood's handwork.
Wow.
So,
in fact, you have touched almost every
industry sector.
You mentioned it. You are there, and there are no complaints. There are no qualms about that.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like the explanation said, you did not generate from a kindergarten or a nursery, and God will, but you know, by a certain special arrangement.
Yes.
You were already on your feet when you were born.
From the word go.
From the word go. Oh, that's interesting. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. I wish that, you know, we could spend 3-4 hours talking about, because honestly, Jayante, I mean, I've sat in awe and listening to some of, you know, achievements that you see as just mild, soft, everyday achievement. Hey, tell it to some people, it's not everyday achievement. It is not that easy. Yes, sir.
Have you seen the aerial view of the school?
No, not yet.
I don't know if you have it.
You should have it on your screen.
Okay, I'll get my producer to put the aerial view on screen. So
I don't think any second cycle institution in Ghana has that stuff.
Really?
Yes. You know how a stadium looks like.
Yeah.
That is the idea there. For constraint of space, someone sat down and put 1 and 2 together to have it. You need to show it for people to see it out there. We have a field, greenery right in the middle of the compound. We play hockey, football, lawn tennis, basketball, athletics, everything. We call it the oval. Everything is done there. Crickets, played in there.
You played cricket in G.S.T.S?
Yeah, we used to. Now it's no more.
Sure.
And you lie on your bed in your dormitory. You can stretch your neck and see what is going on
the field, the oval.
At the administration block, you can see what is going on the oval. You are in the classroom.
Found the video.
Yeah, we'll get there. But this is, I think, the 110th anniversary. Oh, it's gone off. I'll get them to put them back on again.
You are in the classroom. You are in the chemistry lab. You are in the physics lab. You see whatever is happening on the oval.
I see.
Yes. Just picture a stadium.
But what? Okay, you said someone put it together, but I'm wondering, did it not affect? Because once it's a play area, obviously there'll be noise. So didn't it affect administration? Didn't it affect any other arm of the school? And this we were talking about earlier on, the 110th anniversary celebration.
Yes.
And GAA Homecoming 2025. Okay. So this is heading towards the school, I believe.
Yes. And have you found the video? I wish you could find the video.
There's a video playing. I'm sure they'll get to it as we go through. But this is the Giants.
I want you to show the aerial view.
The aerial view of the school. Okay, we'll get there pretty shortly. And then, okay, so this is Market Circle area. Okay. So I know my geography a little bit. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's gone. Okay, we'll get it back again. Or no, that was an aerial view of the market. I think so, yeah, because this is the market. This is the road through the market.
You were asking
otherwise you could check then.
The sporting activities
did not really affect the noise and everything.
There were a program in the school. In the morning, from 7 to about 2:30, classes.
Okay.
We come in for siesta. After siesta, you are good to go. Anything you want to do on the field, go and do it.
Okay.
Develop your
skills. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
At 5,
I think this is this is it. That's the field with all the accessories, and then it goes round. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's another beautiful shot. And so you said the administration is right there. I think this is the building you were talking about.
I've sent it to you.
So you said there was, okay, not you said, but there's time for everything.
Yes.
So from 7 to 2, it's time to be serious.
Yes.
With studies.
Yes.
Then 2 to probably 3, you've got your break, your siesta.
Yeah.
And then you are at liberty to
After
engage
3 o'clock,
yes.
jump on the field.
Okay.
Develop your skills.
Okay.
Do everything you want
Okay.
to do.
All right.
5, 6, everything stops. Go for dinner.
Yeah.
And you are back to the classroom 7 to 9 for
Okay.
prep.
Okay. It seems simple enough. Yeah.
So everything has been measured.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see you've got on the field. You also have other courts like the
Yes.
That's what I
basketball.
said. Any arm of the sporting activity is done on there.
Okay.
Be it volleyball, tennis, basketball, cricket, hockey, athletics, football, everything
So
goes on
how
there.
does some play football, others play hockey on the same field? It doesn't worry them.
So
Or there's times scheduled.
Yes, everything is measured.
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I understand perfectly.
Exactly.
I understand perfectly.
And this field from its inception,
Yeah.
nobody crosses it unless there's an activity sanctioned by the school. So one cannot cut across the field from one end to the other.
You'd have to go
You
around.
will have to go around.
You see now
And
I see where your soldier discipline came from. I see
that
where your
is what
soldier
happens. Nobody, the lowest person in the school, nobody crosses the field. It is
Unless-
sacrilegious.
Hey.
It is sacrilegious to cross the field on a regular day.
On a regular day, which means
Cannot
Monday
just-
to Friday.
I mean, unless there's an activity, a sports activity, sanctioned event,
Take a look at
whatever.
it.
Otherwise, forget about it. You
Oh.
cannot.
This is beautiful.
You cannot
This
cross the
is
field.
beautiful.
One of the things that the Alumni Association has been doing over the past 5-7 years is we've been changing many of our asbestos roofing sheets,
Okay.
which were leaking and destroying many of our
This
ceilings
is magnificent.
and so on to new sheets. Of course, many of these buildings are over 90 years old now.
I can imagine.
And
I
so
can imagine.
they are being taken through a significant renovation.
I see your
So-
field is also adorned with coconut trees.
No, those are royal palm.
Royal palm. Okay,
All
that's
around.
fine. That's fine.
So
fine.
we have been carefully developing and renovating our infrastructure for quite a bit now.
Sure.
And this is something we do progressively.
Okay.
Every year, a little bit is done to improve it, and then, but the thing is, the good thing about what we're doing is the consistency
That's true.
of the support we continue to provide
That's
the
true.
school
That's true.
and build its infrastructure, because for us, we believe that for the students to become the giants that we currently are, they will need to experience the best
Sure.
that the school has to offer.
Yes.
And some of us enjoyed a very good experience in G.S.T.S. And so we want to ensure that the current students
Sure.
experience same.
All right.
Of course, numbers have increased from when they were around 400, Giant Tutu and Co were around 400, to when we were about 800, and now there are almost 3,000 boys in the school.
I see.
So you see Takrady Haba.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So you're very close. You're
So
very
we are
close.
right on the plateau over there,
Okay.
overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, with the Takrady Haba to the right. That's one of the reasons why many of us are also engineers.
Yeah.
Where we get to see
At
what's
first hand,
happening
at
there.
first sight,
The
yeah.
trains run right across, the front of the school, and of course we are elevated, and so it presents no risk to any student. We see the bauxite being hauled. Back in those days when timber logs were being hauled out of the country, we saw them, being laid on the sea for, export.
Yeah.
And manganese comes right in front of us. We see those
Sure,
as well.
sure.
And then when the cargo ships and so on come in, we also get to see any tooting of, the horns in the ships. We hear them over there, and the ambience and the experience and breezes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always very cool.
It must be, yeah,
over
yeah.
there. And if you are very studious and you want to learn,
Yeah.
this experience gives you the best, opportunity to do so. It's not noisy, of course you get used to machines moving,
Yeah.
and so on, but it becomes part of you
it's very
in no
normal.
time. Yeah,
Very normal.
And
Okay. So you actively saw the train system work.
we see everything.
You mentioned manganese, because
Yes.
I'm sure that most of them coming to the harbor
Yes.
will come by rail.
Exactly.
The logs, etc.,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I mean Gasem is also down the port over there, for Ghana, Takoradi flour mills and all of that.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for us to embark on industrial excursions,
Trips,
and things
etc.
like that.
Yeah.
And the school continues to prevail.
This is a
upon
beautiful
these
site, if you ask me. I
opportunities.
mean, I've done a few trips to the Western region.
Okay.
I've never
entered G.S.T.S.
No, I don't think I've even driven past. Well, because I'm looking at the video intently, and I'm trying to wonder. So, where exactly in Takoradi is the school? Because now I see that you are close to the harbor, so it is easy. I'm just trying to fathom.
Do you know Pargrant Runabout?
Yes, I don't.
You also ride from the Pargrant Runabout through the ECG head office in Western region. We are we are more or less neighbors.
Okay. I hardly use.
Currently, we have the GMPC.
Yeah.
I think is their operations headquarters.
It's close by.
Just close by.
That's the blue building you're seeing.
The white and blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We consider it one of our buildings.
Because you were involved in it.
It's right behind our wall.
But if it's behind your wall, then it is not part
And
of
many
it.
giants, no, we consider it part of us because
A lot of giants have passed through.
For us, we know that eventually GMPC are likely to donate it to the school. So
That's a lovely campaign.
they are most likely going to look at other.
It's right beside right behind the wall, in front of the school.
Exactly.
And of course, many of our people were involved with the construction and all of that.
No doubt.
Well,
it's been today I learn things. I learn things. But listeners, viewers, we won't leave you out. We'll activate the phone lines, and then you can also share whatever you have, your thoughts, your views, your questions, if any. If you are an old boy, especially, if you are a giant,
exactly,
especially, give us a call. It will be nice to hear from you, so that we have a little bit of a chat before we go. We just have perhaps about 10 minutes or so. So let's see what we can do. 0551 598 321 0551 598 321. You can also call us on 0550 055 522. I'll take the number again. 050 055 522. Give us a call, regardless whether you're a giant or otherwise. We will accept you gladly, because once they are in the house, we have all become one family. And if you have a few memories, share with us. If you have a few ideas, share with us as well. Hello.
My name is Ernest Asamoah.
Your name is Ernest Asamoah.
Yeah.
And
giant of 79.
You are a giant of 79.
Exactly.
Okay. Your name is
my name is
Ernest Asamoah. Okay. All right.
Yes, and I was in the Kennedy Hall. In our case, we didn't call it a house. Kennedy, we call Kennedy a hall because we were in cubicles.
You were in cubicles, okay.
Yeah, we were in cubicles. House 8 and house 7. Kennedy and
Anson,
yes. We were in, and the rest were in cocoa shed. So we call our calls, and the rest calling themselves
cocoa shed.
Yes, cocoa shed, exactly. You guys have done very well. I've also learned a lot more few things which I didn't know.
I tell you, we're learning every day.
Sorry?
I said, I tell you, we have learnt massively.
Yeah, exactly. And then I believe my fellow giants are going to catalog this into a very nice booklet.
Yes,
and it's also going
it has to happen
on our internet, so that we can learn more.
It has to happen. Yeah.
Your radio station is done very well for also projecting our school.
Thank you very much.
We were not in the humanities, so most people don't read lower. Unlike other schools where the humanities area, we engineers and the like, we are very sharp. We are always on the machines that don't want to make noise. But at least your radio station has a human job by projecting our school. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
We are going to be there during the coming. I think on the 7th or 8th, our one of our mates, that is giant big Asian was
yes.
The keynote speaker. Major journalist.
Yes. Be there. We all be there to support it. So,
you have to. You have to be there.
Yeah. So thumbs up. I will give the others to also come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right. So, and like I keep saying on this platform, look, we get to learn every day. You are not the repository of all knowledge. You can't be. And so when we have visitors who share some of these models, the good old stories of the good old days, and then we get to learn more about the school. We appreciate it a lot. Let me go to the line quickly. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you very much for your call. May I know who this is?
My name is Ernest Amweni.
Your name is Ernest Amweni.
Yes.
Okay. Are you a giant?
Yes, please.
Yo, you are a giant. Okay, giant of what year? What class?
86.
66.
86.
86. Oh, okay. Sorry. I wanted to make you older than you were old. Sorry. So, giant of 86.
Yes.
Okay, please talk to us.
86.
86.
Yes, please.
Okay. Please talk to us. What do you have for us?
Yes, my guys are doing very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
After the chemical, yes.
Oh, okay. Was it a cubicle or was it a cocoa shed? I'm just learning that cocoa sheds were in the school. Okay, all right. So how was your time? Give us a little bit of a reminder, just a little bit. We are running out of time.
That was good. We are always talking in sports, Yes. Yes. At times we're always talking in sports.
Okay.
It's athletics. We're on top. The whole Western region.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to know. Are you coming to the Founders Day event?
Yeah. I'll be there.
All right. Please tell a friend to tell another friend. We need to see you all there.
Communicate.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, it's good to hear from the giants, supporting all the hard work that you're putting together. And I'm sure that, look, if not for anything, from the explanation and the way you've drawn the map for the founders, you may have a full house. All right. Okay. So for those of you who have been part of this program, we say thank you very much. And we have been more than blessed and pleased to have had the giants in the studio. When I say giants, we're talking about the GAA. So giant Kwejo Tay was here, giant of 93, 95. And I think you were in house 5.
IE house. Yes.
Okay. All right. It was good to
It's a cuckoo shed.
Yeah. the man has confessed. I don't need to. Then we had the giant George Otu also with us.
Also IE house.
Also cocoa shed.
Yes.
The whole former president, the whole former GAA president. Well, it has shaped our upbringing.
Yeah.
And in many ways, we say very big thank you to the GSTS or Mother Tesco for the giants they have produced for Mother Ghana. We hope that our next generation or the upcoming generation will emulate and take a cue from what the giants have done. Thank you once again for joining us on the show. It's been wonderful. It's been nice. We'll come your way again with another package from another school. But until then, keep loving us here on Max 89.7. We're out.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Max TV, sports, entertainment, and more.